If for whatever reason you were in the mood to spunk 200 quid on a bottle of whiskey, this might be some good to you. Maybe not. Conclusions pending? Stick around to find out. That's what serious YouTubers say, isn't it? Yep. Hello there everyone, and welcome to John Drinks, the channel where I, John, have a drink. And today we're looking at... what have I done with it? There it is. A teeny tiny little sample of the Dalmore King Alexander 3. Master and Malt were having a sale recently. And this was down from £17 to about a tenner. So I was like, yeah, all right. Now, I did still drop £10 on a sample, but when you consider the bottle of this stuff is near enough £200, it's better. Still not great, but it's better. Yeah, so Dalmore. I can't remember the last time we covered a Dalmore. So I really hope it wasn't really recently, now I come to think of it. Because I get the feeling, like, in the back of my head that we've maybe done the 12 fairly recently. I'm not sure. Could have been last week for all I know. But anyway, yeah. Have I done a Dalmore recently? That's how forgettable it is, apparently. It's been a while, I think. I hope, because otherwise this is going to look embarrassing. I don't even know what day it is anymore, to be fair. Are we still in October? Kind of hope so. Love Halloween. Halloween's great. So, I thought it'd be a bit of fun. Have a look at a ludicrously expensive whiskey. So let's crack this open. She is a beautiful colour. But we'll get chatting about colour and Dalmore in a little while. That was my phone falling on the floor. I'm taking this opportunity, whilst my internet has completely exploded, to do some more videos. Because I have a day off now, and I don't think I'm going to have one again for a very long time, because everyone keeps quitting. I say quitting, not showing up to work. Same thing at this point, by the sounds of it. But time was, people gave you 2 weeks notice, they wrote a letter, they signed it, now they just don't fucking show up anymore. It's great. It's great. It's great. Anyway, I'm on the Dalmore website. That's what the bottle normally looks like. I don't know why I'm showing you my phone. In case you want to see what offers I have from McDonald's. But it does say 70cl ABV 40. It is chill filtered, it is coloured. A lot of sins already for a £200 bottle. Not that that stops Johnny Walker Blue Label, although that's 130 you normally get it for. It's supposed to be 170. Allegedly. You rarely see it at that price. But it reads, 6 different cask finishes are exquisitely curated to create a one-of-a-kind whiskey with a rich and enticing flavour profile. And then it gives you some McGubbins about what you should be tasting. And then there's a quote from Richard Patterson, the master distiller. This pioneering expression is truly a fitting reward for those with the courage to stand apart and make a difference. I mean, that is 4 lines of absolute macho bullshit. If ever there were. Basically, I can summarise that as drink this or you've got a small cock. So, I mean, I've never had this before and I've never had any complaints. My bed has a 4.5-star TripAdvisor rating, so I mean, I'm doing all right. But yeah, Dalmore, they're one of these, you know, all about the image kind of. It's what I call golf club whiskey. You know, it's all about people that think they know what they're on about, but actually just want to be seen doing something. And they are more than happy to cash in on that, because it's easy fucking money, really, isn't it? It's literally like taking sweets off of kids. It's not quite the right saying, is it? But candy off of an infant. There we go. Close enough. So that's McGubbins out of the way. I have a sniffly nose. It's that time of year, isn't it? It's getting colder. So here it is. I'm back on a nosing glass this week. It is a rich chestnut colour. Don't worry too much about the colour. It's all fake. It's a classic pig in lipstick, basically. Some fascinating things going on the nose. It is It's a really heavy kind of like bourbon character coming through from it. It's like ripe red fruits, a little bit of strawberry, cherry, that kind of a nose, quite fruity. There's a little bit of like burnt white chocolate about it. There's something like acrid but also sweet. If anyone has ever made a cornflake tart, it smells kind of like the constituent components of that. So you've got your cornflakes, you've got your golden syrup, you've got a little bit of a red fruit jam, be it raspberry, strawberry, plum if you're really weird. And then you've got, in my case, a ready-made pastry case, because fuck that. And yeah, I'm not getting custard. That's not happening, but it's not an unpleasant nose, I will say that much. It's very inviting, alluring. You can totally see yourself sipping this on a dusty old Chesterfield seat. I have to make do with a knackered office chair that I rescued off of the street. No joke. It could be fucking locusts or anything in this thing. There's no actual stuffing in this chair, it's just the teeth of badly behaved children. Oh, that's weird. Ooh. I mean, 'tis the season. I'm just smelling it now, aren't I? I'm just doing that. Let's drink some. Let's see what a 200-pound Dalmore tastes like. There we go. There's the soundbite. It's a little all over the place. It starts out quite sweet and pleasant. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, quite like red fruits, basically, or summer fruits, however you want to describe that. And then it goes a little bit dry, straw, hay, that kind of a thing. And then it just goes really fusile, like really fusile. It's like chili heat. It builds and then tails off and leaves you with kind of like a dark chocolate kind of a finish. It's quite strange. It's a roller coaster, this one. There's that kick again. On the second go, the dark chocolate notes are actually present throughout. It is not a single origin high cacao dark chocolate. It's a Burnville kind of a dark chocolate. Not unpleasant, not the best. Red fruits are still there, you know, blackcurrants, cherries, blueberries. I know blueberries aren't red fruits, but they're also not blue. Let's yeah, I'll die on that hill, I guess. It's just like a kind of fusile wave that starts in the middle and then tails off towards the end. It's a bit of an unusual thing, and it's a little jarring, if I'm honest. I don't hate it. I don't mind it. Would I drink if it was put in front of me? Yeah. It tastes like a sherried whiskey of some quality. They report to use 6 casks. I don't really know why you would bother using 6 casks. You get this a lot with like White Mackay products, like 7 woods and stuff like that, you know, using as many different cask types as possible. The reason I can think of that you use more than 3 at the most, I would say, like a triple wood or something like that, would be to mask an inferior product to begin with. But I'm not a distiller. I don't work in distilleries. I don't make my own whiskey, so that is just an opinion, for want of a better way of putting it. You know, if you are a distiller and I'm talking shite, feel free to call me a prick or something in the comments, because that's what the comment section on YouTube is for. On the last try before adding water, I'm getting a little bit of vanilla and pear on top of all the notes that we've said before. The fusel nature is kind of like mellowing out a little bit. I think its exposure to air is helping. I'm getting like a little bit of kind of like a Pedro Jimenez kick towards the back. I mean, there's so many different kinds of cask in here, it stands to reason that PX would be one of them. Although, again, given that Dalmore are famous for sticking a lot of colour in their whiskey, would you bother? It would have to be a quite knackered PX cask, wouldn't it, to not contribute much or indeed any of that on its own. So I couldn't say for certain, but I'm getting kind of like a PX vibe. Maybe I just want a PX. I don't know. But let's stick some water in it and see what we end up with. Where are you, little... Oh, I overfilled this massively. There we go. Touch more? Yeah, let's see if we can take it. It's a 40% whiskey. Again, some people would say, oh, it's heresy adding this. Alright, don't. If you don't want to, that's your call. Interesting. With water, I'm getting plums, I'm getting pears, and I'm getting fairy dish soap. So that's interesting. It's quite soapy. It has gone a little bit detergenty. Which is not a note I don't think I ever really get off of. Yeah, okay. A little soapy on top of pears, figs, maybe a little bit of walnut in there. It's like it's trying to be kind of sweet and dry at the same time, and it comes out as cleaning solution. Okay, alright. I feel like I'm being baselessly cruel, but it's I can just call it as I get it, you know? Do you know what? Adding water, flavour's a lot better. You've got a little bit of caramel in there, but what I'm mainly getting is nuts. Walnuts, chestnuts, hazelnut. It's gone really quite... It's like that lovely bitterness that you get with a handful of nuts. There's an element of sweetness to it as well. It's got an earthiness to it. It's quite grounded as a whiskey. There's like a hint of kind of like a vanilla component going through. I tend to get that with most whiskies, to be fair. I think most tastings, I just kind of stick the word vanilla in at this point because I kind of get vanilla with most whiskey. I'm much preferring this with water because I'm getting more flavour out of it. Red fruits are still there. Touch subdued. I'm getting mainly kind of like raspberry elements out of it now. It's good. It's not like an artificial raspberry. It's like, you know, a proper raspberry. A proper tart kind of a raspberry flavour in there. There's a little bit of milk chocolate as well. And then walnuts and hazelnuts. And I am getting the kind of signature that you get from like a Fino sherry. Kind of like... Yeah, just like beautiful... bright, lemony, slightly dusty wine effect that you get from lovely Fino. I don't hate it. It's a perfectly nice whiskey. I think nice is about where we go from this. There's nothing too much to think about. It's not overtly complex, but then I don't think given the audience they're aiming for, there would be much point in trying. Is it worth £200? No. No. Of course it fucking isn't. Not even close. It's a no age statement, for Christ's sake. We don't even know what casks have gone in it properly. It's all about, do you have a big cock? Prove it, drink this. That's what this is. I mean, I don't normally drink this because I don't need the help. But, yeah. Its marketing is macho bullshit. Plenty of sins at its door in terms of presentation and all the rest of it. The whiskey itself is perfectly lovely, you know. It's not incredible. There is nothing formidable or even particularly exciting about this whiskey, if I'm completely honest. It is perfectly average in every way. It's about a 6 inches of whiskey, this. But those are my thoughts. Let me know down below what you think of the Dalmore range. Have you tried the King Alexander? Would you spunk £200 on a bottle of that? Or would you maybe leave it to something else? Anything else? Thumbs up for all the penis references in this video, and do join me next time where I'll be drinking something else.